Okay, so sit in a way that is comfortable for you to sit today. And then notice how you feel. Bring your full attention into this moment, into this space, into your own body. And then notice how you feel. And then if you can, take yourself a little deeper so that you're not only aware of the areas that you're always aware of. Try to take yourself a little deeper so that you become, you increase a higher level of sensitivity so that you become aware of other parts of you. And then commit yourself to working with these other areas of your body. You know, so you're working through yourself area by area so that you're working to feeling a sense of completeness. It's easy to neglect parts of you or even to get fed up with different parts of you. Some parts of you, you may feel there's always some niggle going on. You know, it might be your shoulders, hands, knees, back, and it can feel very frustrating. You kind of lose patience with some of these areas. And you also can have the other aspect, like a child that demands attention, when there are others who are neglected because you're not giving those areas the attention that they also need because you're so focused on some other part of you. So creating balance in your body, creating balance in your mind, and allowing yourself to work with all parts of you. So keeping that as the intent. And the second intent is also to make your practice pleasurable. The process is not really one of pushing through everything or forcing yourself through everything, but allowing, it's like coaxing, it's like playing with your body so that your body feels a sense of pleasure, a sense of enjoyment as you're going through your practice. And in this way, your body is more open to the possibility of change. As you know yourself, when you're compelled or forced to do something, there's always a little bit of resistance that comes up. And you know, your body's no different. If you're forcing it, it will resist. And it's harder to get to where you want to get in your practice. So as you grind down into your sit bone, choosing an area to focus on, and then breathe into that area. And exhale, feeling for that release to the area as you exhale. So you're using your breath to let go of anything that's not serving. And then taking 2 more breaths to your area, using this area to heat, to warm this area up. And allow that area to be opened up as it melts away another level of holding. On the next breath, bringing in a healing energy to your area. And exhale. And inhale, release. Bring the soles of your feet together. Kapalabhati breathing is where we're going with the next pose. So soles of your feet together, your toes then flex back towards your shins. Bring your hands back behind you, just behind your hips. And then you're pushing the floor away as you're lifting sternum. So not leaning back or leaning forward. Feel as if you're lengthening straight up. We're going with 70, 80 pumps today in Kapalabhati breathing. So take a breath. And then sharp exhales through the nose, moving belly. And then from here, take a breath, a deep breath. And hold the breath. Sit bones presses down, feet active, and then lift sternum. Lengthening out of lower back. As you lengthen up, feel as if you're lengthening side ribs away from hips and pelvis. Now keep the length, but relax your core. And bring your focus to your spot. And then exhale. Your next pose is you're doing another pranayama in we do Surya, do this in Nepal. So bring you straighten your right leg, then bring your left foot over your right, your left heel is moving towards your right hip, and then bring your right foot towards your left hip, but you're not sitting on your right heel. Fold the first two fingers down of your right hand and use your thumb, right thumb blocks right nostril. Inhale through your left nostril, inhale for 10. Block both nostrils, hold the breath, hold for 10. Exhale, left nostril for 10. Exhale completely. Breathe through the left nostril for 10. Block both nostrils, hold for 10. Exhale, left nostril for 10. And then release. Change the cross of your legs. Straighten your left leg. Bring your right foot over your left, working with the knee-to-knee alignment, and then bring your left foot towards your right hip, if that's where you're going with that. Or keep one leg straight. That does not work for you today. Fold the first two fingers down of your left hand. Use your thumb. Left thumb blocks left nostril. Breathe through the right nostril. Inhale for 10. Use your ring finger to block right nostril. Both nostrils block. Hold for 10. Exhale through the right nostril for 10. Inhale, right nostril for 10. Blocking both nostrils, hold for 10. Exhale, right nostril for 10. Then release. Coming into a seated side bend, so straighten both legs. And then coming into a seated side bend with one leg straight. Keep your left leg straight And then tuck your right foot in so that the right heel is by the groin, or option of bringing your right foot back so that right heel is by your glute. Then you're reaching your left leg forward, spreading the toes and the balls of your foot. Bring your right hand back, right? Grab hold of your right ankle with right hand. And as you breathe in, stretch your left arm up as you open through left side ribs. You breathe out, bring your left hand down on the inside of left leg. If you're not holding your right ankle with right hand, lift your right hand up and then reach it back. Relax your left ear to left shoulder. And then feel as if you're pushing the floor away with your left hand. You have a block. You can also place a block by your left ankle. And if you want to really get a sensation of opening up the side ribs, is that you have your hands onto the block and then lengthen out of your left side. So relax your left ear to left shoulder. As you breathe in, lift out of your left side. And as you breathe out, glide your right shoulder away from right ear. Breathe into sternum. Feel as if you're moving chest up towards your chin. And as you breathe out, gliding your right shoulder down, feet still active. On the next breath, slide your right arm all the way around the back and tuck it onto your left thigh, onto hip or clothing. And as you breathe out, feel as if you're reaching your right elbow down to the floor and right shoulder away from your right ear. As you breathe, breathe into the right side of your neck and lengthen your right ear away from right shoulder. And as you breathe out, you're softening both shoulders down. Chest opener. On the next breath, release your right arm and reach your right arm up towards the sky. And as you breathe out, reach your right arm back and away from your right ear. Breathe to the back of heart and feeling for energizing your heart with this breath. And as you exhale, lengthen, send that right arm back, taking shoulder away from shoulder. You can give this an option, which is you're binding your right hand, of taking hold of the back of neck, right by the back of the lowest part of your head, your skull bone. And as you exhale, reach your right elbow forward. So you feel as if you're closing your right armpit. And then breathe in as you feel as if you're stretching the side ribs up on your right side. And then reach your right elbow forward. Now breathe in as you lengthen out of your left side. And as you breathe out, slightly roll your chest open and reach your right elbow back. So it feels as if you're coming into an abridged chest opening pose. Keep the neck supported. Now breathe into lower back, lengthening ribs away from sacrum, lengthen midribs away from lower ribs. And as you exhale, release your right arm, and your right arm is reaching straight up to ceiling. Press down into right sit bone. As you breathe in, glide your right ribs away from right hip. Use your left hand, push the floor away with your left hand, so stretch out of your left side and then reach your right arm up. So feel the side ribs are opening both sides. Now breathe to sternum and lifting chest upwards towards chin. And exhale as you're lengthening your right arm forward over right ear. Still focused on your lower ribs, so breathe in as you glide your ribs away from your left hip. And exhale, reach forward as if there are beams reaching through your right fingertips. Connect your breath with your spot and breathe there. And as you reach that right arm forward, send your right sit bone back. Use your right arm, breathe in to pull your body up, and use your left hand to support your head and neck as you come all the way on up. and then release and change for the other side. You should have opened your side ribs on both sides. Reach your right leg forward, tuck your left foot in, spread the toes. You have the option now of bringing your left foot back so that the left heel is by the glute. Make sure your knees are supported if your knees are delicate. You're using the block will be by your ankle or calf on the right side. Left hand is now grabbing hold of the ankle or the fingertips to the floor. You also could have a block so the fingertips are on a block. Again, you're using the block as a prop just to give you more lengthening in the side ribs. Now, press down into your right sit bone as you breathe in, lengthening out of right side. And as you breathe out, soften your left shoulder away from your left ear. Feeling this right down from your pubic bone and breathe in, lifting belly away from pelvis. Lift your diaphragm. And as you breathe out, glide your left sit bone down as you glide your left shoulder away from left ear. Breathe into the left side of your neck. Feel as if you're lengthening your left ear away from left shoulder. Slightly roll your chest upwards as you glide your left shoulder away from left ear. On the next breath, slide your left arm all the way around the back, tucking it onto your right thigh. If you can grab hold of your right thigh, then do so, or you're grabbing hold of clothing. As you breathe in, keep pushing the floor away with your right hand as you lengthen out of right side. And as you breathe out, glide your left hip back as you're rolling chest open towards the left. On the next breath, release your left arm and reach your left arm up towards the sky for chest opener. And as you breathe out, arc chest forward as you reach in that left arm back away from your ear. Now spread the fingers and reach out with the fingertips. Spread the heel of the hands. Breathe into back of heart, deep breath. Now push the floor away with your right hand and lengthen your left arm back, but keep your right ear with right shoulder. On the next breath, slide your left arm around the back, and it's like cradling the brain. And as you breathe out, slightly glide your left elbow back. On the next breath, feel as if you're tractioning your neck up away from shoulders. Do this very gently. And as you breathe out, as you lift out of your right side, reaching your left elbow up towards the sky. Again, gently release your left arm and then inhale, stretching your left arm up towards the sky. So feel your side ribs opening on the left side. And as you exhale, as you push the floor away with your right hand, now feel the side ribs opening on the right side. Both sides of the ribs are opening. Now pressing down into the sit bone. As you breathe in, lengthening ribs away from sacrum. Lengthen ribs, mid ribs away from lower ribs and upper ribs up. And exhale, you're lengthening your left arm over left ear. You're not collapsing. Do not collapse down onto the right thigh. And as you breathe in, spread your wings as you spread your lungs. And as you exhale, feel as if you're gliding your left shoulder back and reach your arm forwards as if you're squeezing your left armpit, as if you're closing left armpit. Now from your pelvic bowl, breathe in as you lengthen belly away from pelvis. And as you exhale, as you reach your left arm forward, glide your left sit bone back, feet active. Use your left arm, breathe in, reach your left arm up, then reach it back. Let the arm pull you up and use your right hand to support your head and neck as you come all the way up. Now you're ready for your abdominals. You're opening up lower back, side ribs, sternum slits. Lying down onto your back for your abdominal sequence, starting with elbow to knee. So lie down onto your back and clasp your hands behind your head and neck. Your back is tweaky. The soles of your feet will be on the floor. Clasp your hands behind your head and neck. Lift your feet above the floor unless you're keeping your feet down to the floor because of your back. Lower back presses down to the floor. Inhale, lift head, shoulder blades up, away from the floor. Hold the breath. To exhale, curl tailbone up and reach your elbows to your left knee. Now reach your right leg forward. Spread the toes and reach forward with the ball of your right foot. Pull lower belly in. Inhale, come back to center. Bend the knees, hold the breath, and press your lower back to the floor. Exhale, curl tailbone up. Your elbows are to right knee and reach your left leg forward. Spread the toes. Relax your left hips and send your left thigh forward. Pull belly in. Inhale, come back to center. Bend the knees, hold the breath, pressing your lower back to floor. Exhale, curl tailbone up. Your elbows are to your left knee. Now reach your right leg forward. Relax your right hip. Send your right thigh forward away from hip. Pull belly in. Inhale, come back to center. Bend the knees, hold the breath, and pressing your lower back down. Exhale, curl tailbone up. Your elbows are to your right knee. You're lengthening your left leg forward. Relax your left hip and reach your left thigh forward away from waist. Pull belly in. Inhale, come back to center. Bend the knees, hold the breath. Exhale, curl tailbone up. Reach your elbows to left knee. Now reach your right leg forward. Squeeze your right sit bone to tailbone as you send your right leg forward. Pull belly in. Inhale, come back to center. Bend the knees, hold the breath, and your top rim of the sacrum is pressing down. Exhale, curl tailbone up. Your elbows are to your right knee. Reach your left leg forward. Relax your left hip. Squeeze left sit bone to tailbone as you lengthen your left leg forward. Pull belly in. Inhale, come back to center. Bend the knees, hold the breath, and press your lower back down. Exhale, curl tailbone up. Reach both elbows to left knee. Now reach your right leg straight up. Reach out with the balls of your foot. Spread the toes. Pull belly in. Breathe into your right hip. Deep breath. And as you exhale, curl tailbone up. Now lengthen your right leg away from you. Keep lowering your right foot all the way down until the heel touches the floor. Then pull belly in. Inhale, come back to center. Bend the knees, hold the breath, and press your lower back to the floor. Exhale, curl tailbone up. Reach your elbows to your right knee. Reach your left leg straight up and reach out with the ball of your foot. Pull belly in. On the next breath, breathe into your left hip. Pause the breath. And as you exhale, you're lengthening your left leg away from you. Keep lowering it, moving the thigh bone away from the hip until the heel just about touches the floor. Then inhale, head to center. Bend the knees, hold the breath, and press your lower back to the floor. Exhale, curl tailbone up. Your elbows are to your left knee. You're reaching your right leg straight up towards the sky. Pull belly in. Breathe into right hip. Exhale, as you curl tailbone up, you're lengthening your right leg away from you. Keep the chest lifted. Keep moving thigh bone away from hip as the heel touches the floor. Pull belly in and feel you're hugging the ribs down. Inhale, come back to center. Bend the knees, hold the breath, and press your lower back to the floor. Exhale, curl tailbone up. Your elbows are to right knee. Your left leg is reaching straight up towards the sky. Reach out, spread the toes as you lengthen your left leg up. Pull belly in. Breathe into left hip. Now as you exhale, as you curl tailbone up, you're sending your left thigh away from you. Keep moving the thigh bone away from the hip as you lower the heel to touch the floor. Then pull belly in. Inhale, head to center. Bend the knees, hold the breath. And exhale, release. Lower head and shoulders to floor. And place the soles of your feet down. Grab hold of your roll for abdominals with the roll. 3 parts, twisting abs with the roll. The roll is placed between your thighs and your legs are reaching up towards the sky. You can do this with a block also. Hands are clasped behind head and neck. Press your lower back to floor. Inhale, lift your head, shoulder blades up away from the floor. Hold the breath. Now squeeze the roll. And as you exhale, curl tailbones up. Your elbows are to left knee. Squeeze roll. And then stretching your legs up, pull belly in. Inhale, head to center. Hold the breath, and your lower back is pressing down. Now squeeze the roll, curl tailbone up, and as you exhale, both elbows to right knee. Squeeze roll, and stretch your legs up towards the ceiling. Pull lower belly in. Inhale, head to center. Hold the breath and press the top rim of the sacrum down. Squeeze the roll, curl tailbones up as you stretch your legs up. Exhale, lift your head, shoulder blades up away from floor. Squeeze the roll again. Now reach your legs up, reach out with active feet. Lift your chest. Reach your elbows up as if your elbows are reaching to sky. Pull lower belly in. Inhale, lower pelvis, but keep head, shoulder blades up. Hold the breath. Squeeze the roll, curl tailbone up, and exhale, elbows to your right, left knee. Squeeze roll, and then you're reaching your legs up. Reach out with active feet. Pull lower belly in. Inhale, head to center. Hold the breath. And pressing your lower back to floor. Squeeze the roll, curl tailbones up, and exhale, elbows to your right knee. Squeeze the roll, stretching your legs up towards the sky, pull belly in. Inhale, head to center. Hold the breath, and press your lower back to floor. Now squeeze the roll and reach your legs straight up. And as you exhale, lift your head, shoulder blades up away from the floor. Squeeze the roll. Squeeze sit bone to tailbone. Stretching your legs up as you reach your elbows up towards the sky. Pull lower belly in. Inhale, lower pelvis, but keep head, shoulder blades up. Hold the breath. Now squeeze the roll and straighten your legs up towards the ceiling. And as you exhale, elbows to left knee. Squeeze roll. Squeeze, sit bone to tailbone. Pull belly in. Keep lengthening your legs up and pull belly in. Inhale, head to center. Hold the breath. Your lower back is pressing down. Squeeze the roll. Stretch your legs up. And as you exhale, elbows to your right knee. Squeeze, roll. Squeeze, sit bone to tailbone. Stretch your legs up with active feet. Pull belly in. Inhale, head to center. Hold the breath. Your top rim of the sacrum is pressing to the floor. Now squeeze the roll and reach your legs straight up. Exhale, lift your head, shoulder blades up away from floor. Squeeze, roll. Squeeze, sit bone to tailbone. Stretch your legs up as you reach your elbows up towards the sky. Pull lower belly in. Inhale, lower your head, lower the shoulders to floor. And exhale, bend the knees and place the soles of your feet down onto the floor. move the roll out of your way and exchange your roll for a block. Your next pose is bridge, and you'll be doing bridge with the block today. So have the block within touching distance of the hands. Reach down with your fingertips, brush your heels with fingertips, then move your heels back so you can touch your heels, or heels are aligned with your hips or sit bones. Arms are relaxed, but you should be in touching distance to the block. Press your lower back to floor, and then breathe in, lengthen belly away from pelvis. You should feel this opening after the last pose. Hold the breath. Now press your feet to floor and exhale. Push the floor away with your feet as you lift up. As you inhale, spread your ribs out wide to armpits. And exhale, lifting up a little bit more, pushing the floor away. Breathe into lower back as you're lengthening ribs away from sacrum. And exhale, lift up. Lengthen ankles away from heels as you push the floor away. Grab hold of your block. The block is placed under the sacrum, the long ways up. So breathe in as you lengthen ribs away from sacrum. And as you exhale, press your feet to floor, lift up and place a block under your sacrum. Keep the block away from your spinal column. Line up your right heel with your right sit bone. Press your right foot to floor. Breathe in, lift your left foot up and draw the left knee towards your chest. And as you exhale, reaching your left leg straight out and up towards the sky. Reach out with the ball of your foot if you can. Breathe into your left hip, deep breath. And as you exhale, traction your left thigh out and up. Place your left hand onto the left thigh, heel of hands by hip crease. Now breathe into lower back, feel for lengthening ribs away from your left hip. Press your right foot to floor, and as you exhale, sending your left leg straight up towards the sky. Deep breath, inhale. And as you breathe out, lengthening that left thigh out and up, reach out with the ball of your foot. On the next breath, bend your left knee and hook your left foot over your right thigh just above the knee. Then reach your heel, left heel is reaching away from you, and the toes are flexed to shins. As you breathe, you're lengthening ribs away from sacrum. And as you breathe out, glide your left thigh, move your left thigh and knee away from your left hip. Your right foot is anchored, so breathe in and lengthen belly away from your right thigh. And as you breathe out, send your left thigh away from you. Keep the neck relaxed. One more like this. Breathe into your spot. And exhaling, feeling for that release as you let go. Keep sending left thigh bone away from left hip. On the next breath, as you breathe in, draw your left knee towards your chest, towards your left shoulder. And as you breathe out, place your left foot down to the floor. Anchor your left foot to floor. Breathe in, lift your right leg up, draw the right knee towards your chest. And as you breathe out, you're reaching your right leg out and up. Reach out with the ball of your foot. Breathe into right hip, deep breath. Feel the gliding right thigh away from pelvis. And as you breathe out, sending that right leg up. Reach out with the ball of your foot. On the next breath, as you breathe, you're sending. You can use your right hand to traction right thigh away from hip joint. And as you exhale, lengthen that thigh out a little bit more. Release your right hand down and then breathe into right hip. Bend your right knee. And as you breathe out, hook your right foot over your left thigh. Reach out with your left heel and flex your toes towards your shins. Press into your left foot and then breathe in. Glide your ribs away from left hip. And as you breathe out, send your right thigh away from you.
You can place your right hand onto the thigh by the hip crease. And as you breathe into your right hip, glide the right ribs away from right hip. And as you breathe out, traction your right thigh away from you. You can use your right hand to assist. One more breath like this, deep breath. And as you breathe out, you're sending right thigh away from you. Both feet are active. On the next breath, bend your right knee and draw your right knee towards your chest. And as you breathe out, placing your right foot down to the floor. Both feet are to the floor. Balloon the breath into your spot. And exhale, push the floor away as you lift up, move the block. Now breathe in and lengthen lower ribs away from sacrum. And as you exhale, tilt pelvis lower upper back to floor. Tilt pelvis lower mid back to floor. Tilt pelvis as you lower all the way on down to the floor. Okay, you have the option now of doing frog lifting through or straddle lifting through. You're doing whichever pose you're doing, your hands will be behind your head and neck. Your feet will lift off the floor. If you're doing frog lifting through and your back is tweaking, then move to the wall and have the soles of your feet up against the wall. If you're doing straddle, and you can also move to the wall so that the feet are touching against the wall. This helps to open hips a little bit more. And then your setup is your hands are clasped behind your head and neck. Your legs, if you're doing straddle, are reaching straight out towards the side. The top of the thighs are aligned with hips. Don't move them towards your armpits. Just keep reaching straight out to the side, or the knees are bent into frog position. Press your lower back to floor. Inhale, lift head, shoulder blades up, away from floor. Hold the breath. Exhale, curl tailbone up. And then lengthen your legs out towards the side. Reach out, spread the toes as you reach out with the ball of your feet. Pull lower belly in. Inhale, lower pelvis, but keep head, shoulder blades up. Hold the breath. Exhale, curl tailbone up. Curl pubic bone to navel. Now lengthen your legs out towards the side. Reach out with the balls of your feet. Pull belly in. Inhale, lower pelvis and lower your head about an inch. Hold the breath. As you exhale, curl tailbone up. Now curl pubic bone to navel. And then lengthen the thighs out towards the side. Reach your heels away from you. Pull belly in. Press your lower back down to the floor. Inhale, lower pelvis, but this time lift your head, lift your chest as you reach your elbows up. Move your chin away from chest. And as you exhale, curl tailbone up. And then you're lengthening your legs out towards the side. Curl pubic bone to navel as you reach your sit bones away from you. Pull lower belly in. Your belly's in and your lower back is pressing down. Inhale, lower pelvis, but lift your head, lift your chest, and reach your elbows up. And as you exhale, curl tailbone up. Now feel, send the thighs away from you. Ankles lengthens away from you. Calves lengthens out. Reach out with your heels. Toes flex to shins. Pull lower belly in. Inhale, lower head, shoulders to the floor. Use your hands at the side of your thighs. Draw your legs together and place the soles of your feet to the floor. Roll to your right side. Bring your left hand down to the floor by chest. Breathe in. And as you breathe out, push the floor away with your left hand as you come up. Use your right hand to support your head and neck as you come all the way on up. Coming up to onto knees for your next pose, which is today do dolphin and then dolphin strut.
And there's the option that once you get into dolphin strut, that if you wanted to go further, you could do dolphin strut with one leg up. Just trying to remember what dolphin strut was. I thought it said dolphin flash prep. Okay, so in your dolphin strut, I'll just demonstrate that pose so that you get a chance to see this. The measurement is the same. Your elbows are down to the floor and you're reaching your hands forward. Neck is relaxed and shoulders relaxed. From here, you take a deep breath into upper back. You lift, you spread the back and toes curled under. You exhale, lift the knees off the floor, and then you move your chest back to thighs and knees. For dolphin strut, you will then step your left foot forward about 2 inches. Your left hand reaches back, grabs hold of the heel, the ankle, or the calf. You stay here, you breathe into left hip, and as you breathe out, reaching left heel to floor. If you're going further, you will be reaching one leg out and up towards the ceiling in this way. So that would be your dolphin strut when we get to that. Okay, so I'm going to give you a variation today in your dolphin. This is one of the poses we did yesterday as variations in dolphin. So in your dolphin pose, you bring your hands onto your biceps in this way. You bring your elbows to the floor. Now from here, reach your left hand forward as you would do normally. Ensure that the elbow and shoulders are aligned. Now reach your right hand forward, but turn the palms up, palms facing up. So left hand is palms facing down, right hand palm is facing up. Ensure the elbows are aligned. Now relax your neck, relax your shoulders, and relax your upper back. Breathe into upper back, lift, spread upper back, and curl toes under. Exhale, lift your knees off the floor, and then moving chest back to thighs and knees. Feel for using your forearms to push the floor away. Keep the neck relaxed. Now breathe into side ribs and feel your ribs opening wide to armpits. Push the floor away on exhale. Feel as if you're taking top ribs away from shoulders. Breathe to sternum, deep breath, feeling for energizing your heart with this breath. Now reach your sit bones back and feel for this lengthening through the spine. As you breathe, breathe into your spot. And as you exhale, reach back, heels to floor, chest to thighs and knees. Breathe into your spot. And exhale, let go of anything that's not serving you. And release, bend the knees and come all the way down to the floor. And then you do dolphin again with the switch. So the right hand, you measure up, your elbows are down. Your right hand is facing down, your left hand is facing up. Elbows are tucked in, neck, shoulders relaxed. Breathe into upper back, lift, spread back, curl toes under. Exhale, lift knees off the floor, and then lengthen spine, sit bones are reaching back. And notice the difference between the different sides when you're doing this. And then breathe in, spread your ribs out to side. Push back on exhale, lengthen top ribs away from shoulders. Breathe into sternum, filling your heart up with breath. Pull belly in, exhale, and reach your sit bones back. Reach heels to floor. As you breathe, spread the breath, the energy of the breath through your lower back, and feel your lengthening ribs away from waist. And exhale, reach your sit bones back, reach heels to floor. Inner ankles feel as if they're drawing towards each other. Inhale, release, bend the knees, and come all the way down to the floor. And notice the difference. That one of the things I liked about that pose is that you can begin to feel the difference between the two sides, and it helps you to know maybe which side you want to work on more. Now you do flash dolphin strut. I keep getting strut and flash prep mixed up. You're doing dolphin strut, so you're measuring up, your elbows are to the floor. You reach your hands forward and neck, shoulders relaxed. Now breathe into upper back, lift, spread back, curl toes under. Exhale, lift the knees off the floor, push the floor away, lengthen the spine. You're reaching chest back to thighs and knees. You're working with strut. Step your feet a little bit wider so the feet are hip distance apart. And then step your right leg forward about 2 inches. Reach your right hand back, grab hold of your right heel, ankle or calf, or wherever you can. And then breathe into right hip, deep breath. And as you breathe out, reach your right thigh away from you, reach your right heel to floor. Feel as if you're breathing into your left armpit. And as you breathe out, push the floor away with your left forearm and reach back. If you want to go further, you'll anchor into your right leg. Breathe in, lift your left leg up. And as you breathe out, reach it back. Breathe into your left hip. And exhale, send your left leg back. Breathe into your right hip, deep breath. And as you breathe out, reaching your right heel to floor and belly is in. On the next breath, as you breathe, send your left leg away from you. And as you breathe out, lower your left foot to the floor. If you're in strut, place your right hand back to the floor where it started. And then step your left foot forward slightly, about 2 inches. Reach your left hand back, take hold of the ankle or the heel or the calf. Then breathe into your left hip. And exhale, reach your left heel to floor. Belly's in, you're moving chest to thighs and knees. Breathe into your right armpit, deep breath. Exhale, feel for pushing the floor away with your right arm as you send your sit bones back. You're working with one leg up, anchor into left leg, breathe in, lift your right leg up. And exhale, reach it back, spread the toes. Breathe into right hip, feel for easy right thigh away from pelvis. And as you exhale, send in that right leg back, keep the neck relaxed. Breathe into left hip, deep breath. And as you exhale, as you reach your left heel to the floor, send your right leg back. On the next breath, send your right thigh bone away from you. And exhale, lower your right foot to floor. Place your left hand back where you started, and then bend the knees and come all the way down to floor. And then come up to stand. Stand on the midpoint of your mat in horse dance, setting up for Agnisara in horse dance. Agnisara with back traction in horse dance. That's where we're going. So your knees are bent, your toes are turned out, your feet about 2.5, maybe 3 feet away from you. Your hands are onto your thighs. Check your knees. So your knees don't want to be turned in, they want to be turned out so that the knees are aligning up with your second or third toe. And if you have more flexibility, moving it towards your fourth toe. So moving the thighs out, opening into hips and lower back, hands onto thighs. Agnisara, so here you're pressing down, you inhale, really filling your belly up, and exhale, tuck the chin to chest, suck your belly in and up, let it go, without the breath, suck it in, let it go, all the way in, let it go, suck it in, let it go, breathe in, exhale, chin tucks in, suck the belly in and up, let it go. Keep moving the thighs out to the side. Keep pushing the floor away. Belly's in and up. And release. All the way back. Release. All the way back. And let go. All the way back. Let go. Breathe in. And exhale. Now moving belly as fast as you can. Sit bones touch to the floor. Knees are out to the side. Chest is lifted.
And you're moving belly, best as you can. Last one, breathe in. And exhale. Chin tucks in. Keep moving belly. Keep sending thighs out to the side and you're pushing floor away. And inhale, release. Straighten legs, heel toe feet together, and stand at the front of your mat. If you want to grab a quick drink, do so. We'll be moving continuously for the rest of the class. Feet together, or feet slightly apart if your back is tweaking. As you exhale, hands together by chest. Press your feet down to floor as you inhale, reaching your arms up towards the sky. Lift your chest, lift your back ribs as you stretch up. And exhale, fold forward, bellies in, hands to the floor. Lunge, breathe in, step your left leg back. Bend your left knee, place your left knee to the floor. Push the floor away as you're reaching your arms up towards the sky. And as you breathe out, hands down, step your right leg back for plank. Reach back into heels, bend the knees, and as you breathe out, lower down. On the breath, as you breathe in, feel as if you're gliding your ribs forward. Your chest is coming forward, but the shoulders are back and your legs are lengthening back. Sit bones to heels. Exhale, release, lower down, press back, downward facing dog. Feeling for pushing floor away in downward dog. On the breath, breathe in, step your left foot forward between the hands for lunge. Right knee is to the floor. Push the floor away as you're reaching your arms to the sky. And exhale, hands down, step your right leg forward for forward bend. As you breathe in, push the floor away, lengthen as you're coming all the way up. And exhale, hands together by chest. Press your feet down, inhale, reach your arms up to the sky. And exhale, fold forward, bellies in. Lunge, breathe in, step your right leg back. Bend your right knees to the floor. Push the floor away as you're reaching your arms up towards the sky. And as you breathe out, hands down, step your left leg back for plank. Reach back into heels, bend the knees, lower down on exhale. Keep moving chest forward, keep lengthening your legs back. Breathe into cobra. You're dragging your ribs forward, but you're lengthening your legs back and the shoulders are soft away from your ears. Exhale, press back, downward facing dog. Lunge, breathe in, step your right leg forward between the hands, left knees to the floor. Push the floor away as you're reaching your arms up towards the sky. And exhale, hands down, stepping your left leg forward, forward bend. As you breathe in, stand, lengthen through spine as you reach your arms to the sky. And exhale, hands together by chest. Chair pose, bend the knees, and as you breathe in, sweep your arms up, lift your chest, reach your sit bones back as if you're about to tip backwards. Exhale, fold forward, bellies in. As you breathe in, move your belly away from pelvis, but keep the neck long. And as you breathe out, step or hop it back into plank. Lower down, keeping elbows in. Cobra, inhale. Move chest and ribs forward. If your back is streaky, do low cobra, bring your hands forward. And then stretch your ribs forward and up. Send your sit bones back, lengthen your legs away from you. And exhale, release, lower down, hands onto the shoulders, breathe into lower back, curl toes under, and exhale, press back, downward facing dog. Push the floor away, feel as if you're lengthening the top ribs away from your armpits. Warrior one, breathe in, step your left foot forward by your left hand, right foot towards the right edge of the mat. Push the floor away as you're reaching your arms up towards the sky. Exhale, hands down, step your left leg back for plank. Reach back into heels, and as you exhale, lower down. Breathe into cobra. Move chest and ribs forward, lengthen legs back, sit bones touch the heels. Exhale, press back, downward dog. Warrior one, breathe in, step your right foot forward by right hand, left foot towards the left edge of the mat. Pushing the floor away as you reach your arms up towards sky. And exhale, hands down, step your right leg back for plank. Reach back into heels. And as you exhale, lower and stop. Now reach your heels away from you. Tuck your elbows in. Lower and stop. Keep feeling as if your ankles are squeezing towards each other. Squeeze your elbows in. Draw your chest forward. And from here, as you breathe in, glide forward to upward dog.
knees are squeezing towards each other, ankles towards each other. Lengthen your legs back, sit bones touch the heels. Exhale, press back, downward facing dog, feeling for pushing through away. Wrap the shoulders. If you can, do turbo dog, squeeze your elbows in. Keep the neck relaxed. From here, inhale, bend the knees, and as you breathe in, step or hop your legs between the hands. And exhale, forward bend, lengthen through the spine. Chair pose, knees are bent, lift your chest, reach your arms up, but send your sit bones back. Exhale, stand, hands together by chest. Inhale, arms up, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, fold forward, bellies in. Lunge, breathe in, step your left leg back. Place your left knee to the floor. Push the floor away as you're reaching your arms up towards the sky. And exhale, hands down. Step your right leg back for plank. Reach back into heels. And exhale, lower and stop. Reach your heels away from you. Push the floor away. And then lower and stop. And then inhale to upward dog. Move chest down, moves forward. Lengthen your legs back. Tuck sit bones to heels. Exhale, press it back for downward dog. Pushing the floor away. Inhale, step your left foot forward for lunge. Right knees to the floor. Pushing the floor away as you're reaching your arms up towards the sky. Exhale, hands down, step your right leg forward for forward bend. Inhale, stand. Lengthen through spine as you reach your arms to sky. Exhale, hands together by chest. Inhale, arms up, lengthen through spine. Exhale, forward bend. Lunge, breathe in, step your right leg back, bend your right knee, push the floor away as you're reaching your arms up. Exhale, hands down, step your left leg back for plank. Reach back into heels and exhale, lower down. Breathe into cobra. Move chest and reach forward, lengthen legs back, tuck your elbows in, soften shoulders. Exhale, press back, downward dog. Lunge, inhale, step your right foot forward between the hands, left knees to the floor. Push the floor away as you reach your arms to the sky. Exhale, hands down, step your left foot forward, forward bend. Inhale, stand, lengthen through spine as you reach your arms to sky. Exhale, hands together by chest. Chair pose, bend the knees. And as you breathe in, sweep your arms up, lift your chest, soften the shoulders, and reach your sit bones back as if you're about to tip backwards. Then exhale, forward bend. As you breathe in, keep the neck relaxed, but move your chest away from your thighs and knees. And exhale, step or hop it back into plank. Lower down, keep elbows in. Breathe into upward dog. Move chest and reach forward as you lengthen legs back. Exhale, press back, downward dog. Warrior one, breathe in. Step your left foot by left hand, right foot towards the right edge of the mat. Now push the floor away with both legs as you lengthen it up. Exhale, hands down, and step left leg back for plank. Reach back into heels and exhale, lower down. Cobra, inhale. Move chest and ribs forward, lengthen legs back, sit bones touch the heels. Exhale, press back, downward dog, push the floor away. Feel for this lengthening. Push the floor away with your hands and lengthen back, heels to floor. Warrior one, breathe in, step your right foot forward by right hand. Left foot towards the left edge of the mat. Push the floor away and reach as if you're about to touch the ceiling. And exhale, hands down, step your right leg back for plank. Reach back into heels and exhale, lower down. Cobra, inhale, lengthen through the spine. Now lengthen your legs back, feel the insides of your legs. The energy moves through the inside of your legs all the way down to the toes. And exhale, press back, downward dog. On the breath as you breathe in, bend the knees and step or hop your legs between the hands, float it through. And exhale, forward bend, lengthen through the spine. Chair pose, knees are bent, lift the chest, reach your arms up, but send your sit bones back. Exhale, stand, hands together by chest. Chair pose, breathe in, lift your arms out and up, sweep your arms up, soften the shoulders. Exhale, forward bend, belly's in. As you breathe in, move chest forward away from thighs and knees. As you breathe out, step or hop it back into plank. Lower down, elbows are in. Breathe into cobra, move chest and wrist forward, lengthen legs back. Exhale, press back, downward dog. Warrior one, breathe in, step your left foot forward by left hand, right foot towards the right edge of the mat. Push the floor away as you're reaching your arms out and up towards the sky. Arch your warrior one. As you breathe in, keep reaching your left elbow up, bend the elbow, reach it back. Bring your right arm around and bind the hands if you can. Or use a strap to bind, or use your right hand to tuck your left elbow up. Press down into your left leg, breathe in, lengthen out of left side. And as you breathe out, feel for unlocking your left shoulder as you reach up. Feel the opening right down the side ribs as you reach up. As you breathe in, keep the chest lifted. And as you breathe out, move the shoulders away so your right elbow reaches down, your left elbow is reaching up. Now press into your right leg and then use this to lengthen away. Push the floor away and continue to lengthen out of lower back, mid back, upper back. Now lengthen a little bit more as you reach your left elbow up. Glide your right shoulder down. Then inhale, release. Your hands are to the floor, your right knee's down to the floor. Your next pose today, pad your right knee for H to B, heel to butt. So your right hand is reaching back. Grab hold of your right ankle or foot. Left hand is traction your left thigh forward. You can go deep into the pose, as deep as you can in this. The more you go, the more it opens into hips. So as you breathe in, lift out of your lower back. And as you breathe out, as you go a little deeper, you're drawing your right heel towards the glute. Press into your left foot and then breathe. Lift your ribs away from that left hip. And as you exhale, you're taking it a little deeper. As you breathe, breathe into lower back and feel the lengthening ribs away from sacrum. And exhale, draw the heel in as much as you can. Now reach your left hand back, grab hold of your right ankle with both hands. Press down into your left foot and then breathe in, lift belly, diaphragm, chest. And as you breathe out, reach your right heel away from you. Now, on the breath, lift sternum as if you're putting chest right up towards the sky. And as you breathe out, sending your right heel away from you. Look straight forward, not down, and not really up. If you look up, it hurts your neck. If you look down, it denotes intention. So look forward, keep the chest lifted. Press back into your right leg as you inhale, keep lengthening out of lower back. And as you breathe out, push the floor away with your left foot and reach your right heel away from you. Press into your left foot and breathe in. Glide your ribs up away from hips. And exhale, reach back so you feel your chest opening as you reach your right heel away from you. Inhale, release. Bring your hands down either side of your left leg. Step your right leg back for plank. Reach back into heels, and as you exhale, lower down, keeping elbows tucking in. Cobra, inhale. Move chest and ribs forward as you're lengthening your legs back. Exhale, release, lower down, curl toes under and press back for downward facing dog. Feeling for pushing floor away in downward dog. On the breath, breathe in, step your right foot forward by your right hand for warrior one. Left foot towards the left edge of the mat. Push the floor away as you're reaching your arms out and up towards the sky. Archer, keep your right arm reaching up, then bend the elbow. Bring your left arm around the back and bind the hands if you can, or use a strap to bind or use clothing. Press down, press into both legs, and as you breathe in, stretch up. Push the floor away as you stretch up. And as you breathe out, reach your right elbow up towards the sky. Feel as if it's opening right down into armpits. And as you breathe in, lift belly, diaphragm, chest. And as you exhale, glide your left shoulder down. On the next breath, push the floor away, and then stretch, lengthen out of lower back, mid back, upper back. And as you reach, exhale, reach your right elbow up, glide your left elbow down. Inhale, release. Release the hands down either side of your right foot. Place your left knee to the floor. Your pose now is H to B. So your left hand is reaching back. You're bending your left knee. You grab hold of the ankle. You can traction your right thigh forward. Touch your left knee if needed. Now breathe in and lift out. Lift away from your right thigh. And as you exhale, as you come a little deeper, draw your left heel towards the butt. Breathe and stretch, lengthening your ribs away from your left hip. And exhale, taking it a little deeper. You can glide your right thigh forward. Your knee, right knee can go beyond the ankle. This is one of the few poses that Forrest supports this movement. Now breathe and lengthen belly away from pelvis. Move the energy into diaphragm, then move the energy into heart. And exhale, as you come a little deeper, draw your heel all the way in. Now feel this energy that's moving through your body and feel for directing it to your spot. And exhale, taking it a little deeper. Inhale, reach your right arm back, come up and reach your right hand back. Grab hold of your left ankle with both hands. And as you exhale, you're reaching your left heel away from you. Press into your right foot and then lift the belly, diaphragm, lift chest. Now reach your left heel away from you and feel your chest as it lifts up a little bit more. Now breathe in as you lengthen out of lower back, lengthen midribs up. Now push the floor away with your right foot as you reach your left heel back. Keep the chest lifted. One more, breathe to heart, energize your heart with this breath. And exhale, sending that left heel back. Inhale, release. Bring your hands down and then step your right leg back for onto knees, so onto kneeling. And then you have the option of doing downward facing dog on the wall. So both feet are on the wall. And if you wanted to go further, you can reach one leg up. If you're working with one leg up, work for 2 to 3, and if you can, 4 breaths, which on each side. And then you come down. Once you've done both sides, step into, you have a block. Have a block close by, because that's where you're going. You'll be coming down onto your belly, and the block will be between your ankles. So downward facing dog against the wall, either up to 6 breaths with both feet on the wall, or if you wanted to work with one leg up, aiming for 3 breaths on each side, each leg's up. Okay. So when you're downward dog on the wall, if you started with your sit bones against the wall, where your heels finish is where you will start, where your hands will be. If you don't want to weight on the shoulders, then you can do bird wing in horse dance, or shower against the wall. Pushing, lifting up, pushing the wall away, squeezing the elbows in this way. So that's an option. Otherwise, downward facing dog against the wall. And just see how you're going. Good. Good. Push the floor a little bit more and then squeeze your armpits towards each other a little bit more, Barbara. Yeah, that's it. Keep sending. The more you reach that leg up, the more you'll feel the weight away from shoulders. Deep breath. Good. Everyone relax neck. Relax neck. Deep breath. Good. Nice, Joss. Nice, Maria. Keep pushing the floor away. Take the energy, send the energy up to the legs, especially if you're reaching your legs up. Good. Nice, Clint. Good. Beautiful. Really well done, Joss. Then from here, from there, once you've done coming down, place the block will be placed between your ankles, and then you lie down on your belly, the hands under the shoulders, so the hands on the shoulders, like as if you're in a cactus position. From here, tuck elbows, squeeze the block, and as you breathe in, just lift your chest and arms up. And exhale, lower down. Tuck elbows, squeeze the block, and as you breathe in, feel as if you're lifting the chest up and forward. Now send your sit bones to heels, and exhale, lower down. 3 more like this. Tuck elbows, squeeze the block, and as you breathe in, feel you're moving chest up. Chest is lifting forward, but the shoulders are soft. Sit bones touch the heels. Exhale, lower down. Tops of the feet presses to floor. Tuck tailbones, squeeze the block, and as you breathe in, keep moving your chest and ribs forward. Now lengthen the ribs away from sacrum, and sit bone touch the heels. And exhale, lower down. Last one like this. Tuck tailbones, squeeze the block, and as you breathe in, move your chest and ribs forward. Keep drawing the chest forward. Keep lengthening the legs back. Feel as if your side ribs are lengthening forward, as if up towards your armpits. And exhale, release, lower down. The hands are under the shoulders. Breathe into lower back, curl toes under. And exhale, press back for downward facing dog. Feeling for pushing floor away in downward dog. Warrior 1, breathe in, step your left foot forward by your left hand, right foot towards the right edge of the mat. Push the floor away as you're reaching your arms out and up towards the sky. Cradling the brain, your hands are clasped behind your head. The little fingers by the nape of the neck. You're reaching your elbows up, so you feel your side ribs opening up. Press into that right foot and feel that the edge, the heel of the, or the edge, the blade of the foot, pushes the floor away as you stretch up. And as you breathe out, push the floor away with your left foot and lift chest. As you breathe in, lengthen, keep lengthening out of lower back, mid back, upper back. Now grow the spine a little bit more on exhale as the chest lifts. Reach your elbows up. On the next breath, breathe the sternum, directly feeding your heart. And exhale, push the floor away and rise up. Elbows are reaching to sky. Feel your side ribs opening. Feel your back ribs opening. On this next breath, balloon the breath into your thorax so the chest opens, side ribs open and back ribs open. And as you exhale, lift up a little bit more as you use your strong legs to lift. Inhale, release, and ease on up. From here, your next pose, reach your arms up to sky. And then from here, twisting warrior. Your right elbow is coming over your left thigh and knee. Make a fist with your right hand, left hand is on top. Relax your right ear with right shoulder. Again, press back into your right leg. And then breathe in, lengthen through the whole of the right side of your body. On exhale, push the floor away with your left leg as you twist to left. Now breathe in and lengthen belly away from pelvis. And exhale as you twist to the left, glide your left sit bone back. Now notice where you're feeling this into your body, and then use your breath to bring ease to this area. And exhale as you open up, reach back into your right leg. Twisting warrior interlock. You're sliding your right arm over and then under your left thigh, and your left arm is around the back where you're binding the hands, or use the strap to bind, or your right hand is onto the clothing of your left hip, and your left hand is round to the clothing of your right hip. Press into your right leg and breathe in, lengthen your right side ribs away from hip. And as you press your left foot to the floor, twist to the left. Now breathe into lower back, using this breath to open up the lower back. Push the floor away with your left foot. On exhale, glide your left shoulder away from left ear. Breathe to sternum, filling your heart up with breath. And exhale, twisting a little deeper into pose. Inhale, release. Hands to the floor. Place your right knee down. So step your left leg back first, and then reach back for plank. Now lower down, keep elbows in. As you breathe in, cobra or upward facing dog. So you're moving your chest and ribs forward, you're lengthening your legs back, tuck your elbows in, and let your shoulders be soft away from your ears. And exhale, press back, downward facing dog. Feeling for pushing through away in downward dog. Warrior one, breathe in, step your right foot forward by your right hand, left foot towards the left edge of the mat. Push the floor away as you're reaching your arms up towards the sky. Cradling the brain, clasp your hands behind your head and neck. Lift your elbows up, reaching your elbows up. So feel your side ribs opening as if you're growing wings. Now press back into that left heel as you breathe in, push the floor away as you stretch up. And as you breathe out, push the floor away with your right foot and lift chest. Now breathe this, feel this as you lift your belly, diaphragm, lift chest. And as you exhale, lean back and push the floor away with that left foot. So you're not compressing the lower back, you're lengthening out of lower back. As you breathe in, spread the breath across your mid and lower back and keep lengthening out of lower back. Push the floor away on exhale as you're reaching your elbows up. Feel your side ribs opening right up to armpits, right up to elbow tips. Inhale, release. Come up and reach your arms up towards the sky. Twisting warrior. As you breathe in, lengthen your left arm up. Right hand is onto the right thigh. And as you exhale, your elbows over, left elbows over the right thigh. Make a fist with left hand, right hand is on top. Now reach back into your left leg, anchor left foot to floor, and breathe to glide your ribs away from your left hip. Exhale, twist to the right. Now notice where you're feeling this and what you're feeling in your body. And then soothe this area with your breath. And as you exhale, coax the area to go deeper without forcing. Now breathe into belly as you're moving belly away from pelvis. And as you exhale, as you twist to the right, glide your right hip back. Twisting warrior interlock. Slide your left arm under your right thigh and your right arm is around the back and bind the hands. Or left hand is grabbing hold of clothing or grabbing hold of a strap. Right hand is by your right hip. Press into your reach back into left leg and breathe in, lengthening ribs forward on your left side. Push the floor away on exhale as you twist to the right. Now breathe to heart and energize your heart with this breath. And exhale, twist away from your right leg. Now breathe in and lengthen ribs away from waist. As you twist a little deeper. Inhale, release. Bring your hands down either side of your front foot. Step your right leg back for plank. Then reach into heels and exhale, lower down, keeping elbows tucked in. Cobra, inhale, moving chest and ribs forward as you're lengthening your legs back. Exhale, release, lower down, press back, downward facing dog. Feeling for pushing floor away in downward dog.
On the next breath, bend the knees and step or hop your legs between the hands and coming down into a seated position. From here, reach your legs straight forward. If you have a strap, you don't really need a strap for this, but if you have a strap, you'll be staying in the pose a little bit longer. You could also do this with the block. So if you have a block, you're lifting up, and as you stretch forward, the block comes over your feet, like the ball of your feet. And then you're using the block to give you a little bit more extension through the spine as you're folding forward. Your shoulders are down, your neck is relaxed. And really feel that you're lifting out, lengthen belly, lengthening your back ribs, but don't force this. So you can use a block or you can use a strap where you're using this to give you a little bit more extension. You feel that your body's lifting up and forward, not collapsing down. Yeah, so you keep the length in your back. The back is straight throughout this pose. So either the strap or the block. Sit bones presses down, breathe in and you're lifting up. Diaphragm is lifting, chest lifts. Now lean forward on exhale. And if you have the flexibility, you might not need the strap or the block. But use the props to help you to coax yourself deeper into the pose without hurting. Now breathe in and spread your ribs wide to armpits. And as you breathe out, letting your body just melt forward. If you feel that you're at your max, then just stay with where you are. Don't force, don't seek to go deeper. Let your body open up at its own rate. Now breathe into what you feel. And as you breathe out, allowing your body to open as it goes deeper. Keep feeling for moving belly away from top of thighs. Keep feeling for easing out of lower back, but not forcing this. When you're at your limit, stay with it, don't go deeper. Your body will be more open to you and you're coaxing it rather than forcing it. Two more breaths, using this breath to find release into the pose. And then release, push the floor away, breathe in as you come all the way on back up. Coming into a spinal twist. So keep your right leg reaching forward. Bring your left foot over. The left foot is now flat to the floor. Bring your right hand around and you're hugging your left thigh towards the chest and your left arm is reaching back about 12 inches behind by the hip. So you're reaching back there. Feel for reaching your right foot forward. Spread the toes. Now don't lean back, don't lean forward. Press down into left sit bone as you stretch up. And as you breathe out, you're twisting towards the left. Now breathe in and feel for moving belly away from the top of your left thigh. And as you exhale, twist to the left and you're reaching your right foot forward, feet still active. As you breathe, spread your ribs out towards your armpits. And as you exhale, as you lengthen up, twist to left. Breathe to your spot. And as you twist to the left, glide your left shoulder away from the left hip. And inhale, release. And change. You're straightening your left leg. Your right foot has come up, the foot is over the thigh. You're moving your right heel to left hip. Your left hand is hugging your right thigh towards the chest, and your right hand is lined up behind your sit bone. Send it back about 12 inches. Press into right sit bone.
Breathe in, lengthen straight up. And as you exhale, as you twist to the right, send your left foot forward, spread the toes. Breathe in and lengthen belly away from the top of your right thigh. And exhale, twist to the right. Now notice what you feel and where you're feeling this into your body. And then take your breath there. And if you can, either stay, or if you can go further, then allow your body to go to where it wants to go, where it's ready to go. Breathe to heart. And exhale as you're opening out towards the right. Inhale, release. Ease on back to center. Unwind your legs. Hands by hips. Lie down for your final pose, Shavasana. So lying down on your backs, let your arms relax down by your side, let your shoulders soften away from your ears. The feet are either soles of your feet onto the floor, soles of your feet together, or lengthen your legs forward. And if you do, bring your feet a little bit wider on your mat. So your hips are opening up. Your lower back is really opening up from your poses that you've done today. And then feel yourself just sinking into your mat as if it's your favorite space, your go-to space. Let your skull bones soften as if you're sinking. Your ears are relaxed. Relax your forehead. Relax your eyes and eye sockets. Relax your cheekbones and relax your nose. Relax your jaw. Good time to open your mouth and moving your jaw from side to side. And then notice how you feel. Notice what goes on for you with your movement. So when you're moving your jaw from side to side, see what is stimulated in you. See and feel where you're finding the release. And the more you feel this, the more you will want to bring this into your everyday process. Because that's what we do. When things feel good, we want more of it. So, finding the moments of joy, the moments of pleasure in your poses. Now relax your neck and let your shoulders soften down. Relax your collarbones and then open up your upper back. Just let it go. Let it go. So not using any of the muscles to hold on. Just feel yourself as if you're melting into the arms of your favorite person, someone you feel super comfortable with. Relax your mid-back. And as you work towards your lower back, slightly tuck tailbones as you feel lengthening your sit bones away from you. So you're creating a little bit more space into your lower back as your lower back eases closer to the floor. Relax your diaphragm and relax your belly, and you'll feel your lower back opens up when these areas relax.
And notice your pelvis and what is going on here for you. Relax your thighs, relax pelvis. Feel the hips as they open up more. Just let them stay, let them open. The inner thighs, outer thighs, and the back of thighs, front of thighs. Just let them, not holding on. Let them take care of themselves as they want to flare open to the side. Just let them do this. Relax the back of knees, the side of knees, and relax your knees, front of knees. And as you do this, you'll feel as if you're almost rolling down onto the side of your calves. Again, just let the process happen. Relax your calves. Relax your shins, ankles. Relax your heels. Relax your toes. Now relax your shoulders. Relax triceps and biceps. And then relax your elbows. Relax your forearms, your wrists, your hands and fingers. Relax your throat. Still your mind. And stay with feeling. And if there's a part of you that you thought you relaxed, but you didn't quite, and now that you've let go a little bit more, this might be, opening up for you. So let it go, let go, go over yourself. Repeat the process so that as you become more aware, begin to take yourself to what makes you feel good, what makes you feel relaxed, taking yourself to such a place. Keep focusing on what makes you feel relaxed. Focusing on what makes you feel good. And then bringing that energy into your body. And sometimes the kind of things that makes you feel good is the positive reinforcement. It's like when you set out to do something and that something was a bit of a struggle, was a bit of a challenge, but you did it anyway. And sometimes it's that something that no one thought that you could do and you doubted yourself, but you did it anyway. And these are what Anna Forrest calls, these are your truths. These are the things that you set out to do, that you did. And it's not a story that anyone else can tell. It's your story, it's your journey. So take yourself to such a place where you feel that something that was precious for you, something that helped to make you the kind of you that you most want to be. And that might be a really positive story, or it might be a story of having come through a trial. And whichever way it goes, you've ended up with you just as you are. Going through the process of finding contentment and finding a deeper sense of love for self. recognizing the journeys that has brought us all to where we are. So stay with that feeling. Run the energy of that feeling through the whole of your body. The feeling of love, the feeling of your own truth, and being comfortable with yourself. Begin to move your toes, the fingertips, and allow the energy to move back into your body, connecting it with your spot. And then from there, allowing that energy to radiate out into the whole of your body. When you exhale, if it's not serving you, let it go. On your next breath, stretch in a way that feels good to you. And on the next breath, bend your knees and move your knees to chest. Roll to right side. Bring your left hand to the floor by your chest and then breathe in. On exhale, push the floor away with your right hand as you come up and use your left hand to support your head and neck. Coming back into a seated position, sitting up tall, and the hands together, the thumbs are lightly touching sternum. And notice how you feel. And congratulate yourself for your practice today. And thank you for allowing me to guide you through your practice. So we're finishing together with a deep breath. And exhale. Namaste. Thanks, everyone.